In our last two sessions, we read a letter from a man who was a bit discouraged at the repeated mistakes he was making in his marriage. I told him the story of my friend who discovered that even when a golf instructor demonstrated a specific flaw in his swing, he kept repeating the same mistake over and over because the old patterns of behavior were so deeply ingrained in him. Similarly, we all learn getting and protecting behaviors that become so familiar to us that even when we finally realize how destructive they are to us personally and to our relationships, we can't just give them up overnight. Now, back to the writer of the letter. So what can you do? Fortunately, a great deal. In the past, with your behaviors unrecognized, you were doomed to repeat them endlessly. Now, even though you'll have a great deal of work ahead of you, you can see what you're doing wrong, and that makes all the difference. Now you can do something. Now you have hope. Now everything can change. But, and this is a big but, you don't have to change everything all at once. In fact, please do not set that as a goal. That will bury you. Make your goals humble and practical. There's a place for grand goals, peace on earth, goodwill toward men. But when it comes to eliminating a lifetime of getting and protecting behaviors, it is not wise to set a goal of becoming loving all at once. It only leads to discouragement because you won't do it. So, what's realistic? Simple. Tell the truth. When you get angry at your wife, tell the truth about it. Say, quote, "Sweetie, I was an idiot. Earlier today, when we were talking about whatever, instead of really listening to you, which would have been the loving thing to do, I was more interested in shoving what I was trying to say down your throat. Then, when things didn't go my way, I got irritated. I was being selfish, not loving. My mistake." End quote. Now the conflict is over. Instead of protecting yourself, you're thinking of her. That alone is a profoundly loving act. It doesn't even matter how she reacts to what you're saying here. You will feel happier as a result of being loving. Although, parenthetically, it is highly likely that her response will be positive. Now, be clear about why you're telling the truth about yourself to your wife. You're telling her the truth only because it's the right thing to do, and because it will tend to eliminate conflict. In addition to telling her the truth about yourself, you must absolutely tell the truth about yourself to many other people. And the reason you tell them the truth about yourself, about your flaws, mistakes, and getting and protecting behaviors, is different from the reason you tell the truth about yourself to your wife. You talk to these other people to create opportunities to feel unconditionally loved by them. You can learn a great deal more about this by reading the Real Love book and the Real Love for Wise Men and Women book, and by thoroughly surfing the reallove.com website. Then participate in the conference calls that you'll read about on the website and attend the Tuesday night live webcasts here on the site. Find a Real Love group to attend. Find as many people as you can to love you unconditionally. As you feel more real love, you will gradually and naturally lose your need to use getting and protecting behaviors. And that will change your marriage more than you can imagine. Then, instead of using these negative behaviors, loving will become a habit. Then it really begins to get fun. Don't get discouraged. Just keep taking the next step and keep telling the truth.